So welcome to this video of Super Dragon Ball Heroes. So obviously I'm a fan of the current arc that's going on in promotional anime, the Space Time Tournament arc that's taking place. But I want to cover another aspect of Super Dragon Ball Heroes that I like, which is the Dark Demon Realm missions. So on chapter 14, the last time I did a live reaction to the manga was actually the chapter where Mechagabura and Kranoa, aka the Supreme Kai of Time, quote unquote got sealed. Speaking of which, we're actually going to get the fallout from the Supreme Kai of Time, who's pretty much completely brainwashed at this point, so that's going to be interesting. We also got the debut of Time Patrol Pan, as well as Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, and the MVP of this arc thus far is Riberu. Speaking of which, we've got Riberu, Demigura, and Shamel on the cover on an awesome colour spread to promote the chapter, so that's pretty awesome. What's more, Gramps' body is big. This is what GT could have been, but obviously it didn't turn out that way. So I like how she refers to Vegeta as Uncle Vegeta. Looks a little younger, obviously, because without the mustache. Gohan's daughter. Oh yeah, right. So this is a different version of Trunks. So yeah, Time Patrol Trunks doesn't know. I just have to fight too. So that's a ticket in. I like how she's referring to Riberu as pretty Oni-san. So that's pretty cool. The dynamic's gonna be awesome. So she's looking for new clothes. Obviously, we know what she's gonna wear. What? Whoa! There's an interest in Riberu because she got called pretty, and you got Shamel there saying don't get attached. Oh, that's interesting. So listen, Time Patrol, from here on out you will act as you are told. So that's obviously Demigura. I'm planning to add these gathered Dragon Balls to my own magical power. And Pan's already got suspicious vibes for Demigura. What's he going to wish for after he's collecting the Dragon Balls? Yeah, they're obviously up to something shady. Oh, wow. So they're already transported, and I'm getting, yeah, it's the Demon Realm, because obviously the seal. So the Dark Demon Realm. And you also got are these like portals? Because you got like different gates open. That's pretty cool. So the Dark Demon Realm, we're going to break into their headquarters. Of course, our aim is to dispose of Mechagabura after all. So Goku's already there. Yeah, get into it. So he's already in for this. Wait. I just noticed something about Goku, but I'll get back to that. So that remains impossible first in front of us. So I just know, yeah. So there are something up with those gates. So are 6 Hell Gates, which inside of which the demon gods are enforcing a barrier entrance to the castle. Oh, so a demon god is like guard. Are they guarding them inside each gate? So that's pretty cool. So we need to deal with those barrier, even though there wasn't anything like that before. Yeah, there wasn't really. That would mean a direct confrontation with the demon gods. Is it fine? We just destroy these gates then. So Vegeta, of course, just wants to get straight to the point. If we can manage that, we won't have any trouble. We'll use this. Oh, Trunks' sword is like transformed. Okay, so that makes so Trunks' sword is transformed. The key sword. So with this sword, you'll be able to suppress the barrier's power. Oh, okay. Trunks and the lady will remain here while the rest of you can take care of the demon gods. You will hold up the key sword towards the gate. I think you'll be able to suppress the power of the demon gods inside the gates, if even just a little. So are these going to be like 1v1 fights, or this could be like pairs going in? So Hell Gate red. So we got descriptions of each gate. So one's red, so that's pretty cool. Hell Gate, we got Goten in this one. So we got Goten in this one. So doing this alone, it sucks. But since Rebel-chan asked so nicely, oh yeah, okay. So typical Goten, obviously from GT. Think about flirt. Oh wow. I just saw Dabura. So you came after all, Time Patrol. So Dabura's there already waiting. So we got Goten versus Dabura. That could be fun. So who's Vegeta? Oh, Vegeta's up against Gravy. Which makes sense because that actually ties back, because we got a small clash between those two. So we got Gravy versus Vegeta, and Vegeta's in the yellow Hell Gate. So I like how we got a description of each gate. Gohan's in the Hell Gate, in the black Hell Gate. It may be Hell, but it sure doesn't look like. Oh, so it looks like Earth. So wait, so Pan's with Gohan, so he doesn't sense any ki from a demon god, which makes sense because I'm pretty sure you can't sense demon god ki because it's the same as. Because it's God Ki. Oh, Gohan doesn't realise that Pan is with Gohan. So that's kind of funny. But we've got Shroom there. So Gohan's like, Pan, you get in the way, get out of here. So Pan's like running off. That was a pretty mean thing to say to your daughter. It's because she's my daughter. So Gohan's about to go serious, and I think annoying brats are better off dead since they're more quiet that way. Wow, that's kind of messed up at the Park Shroom. But it looks like Gohan's in Super Saiyan, so that's cool. He's not springing straight to Super Saiyan 4. I got a question about that. Could he go Super Saiyan 4 again without the help of Ribeiro and the Bloodways? Because that's how he transforms, similar to Vegeta. But Gohan avoids the scythe and then just kicks Shroom. Shroom is just smiling, so... Oh, wow. So Gohan's already in base. I can't move my body. That's because your soul's... Oh, wow. So he actually did something to his soul. Wow, Gohan's already KO'd. Don't worry about that annoying daughter of yours. She's next to go. Oh, so she fired a blast. At least she's trying to protect Gohan, so that's cool. If Pan wasn't there, Gohan probably would have been killed. Oh! Gohan just goes in Super Saiyan 4, so that answers my question. So now he's in trouble because Gohan's going full force. I feel better because of that, so that's cool. Gohan is actually showing gratitude despite the fact that he told us to get away, you're in the way. So this chapter really focuses on Gohan and Pan, to be honest with you. So what's the meaning of this? Your soul should have been reaped. As someone who would slash even his own comrades, you'll now understand. So the class speech, the people dear to me are what I need to become stronger. I really don't get it. I guess Gohan wins with the help of Pan. The key within the Black Gate has been cut off once one demon god has been defeated already. No, White, when the whole door, White, Shamel, are you okay? Let's resolve this like fellow demon gods. Oh, we got Shamel, who's been ravaged. What's the meaning of this experiment's body? Gogeta's absorption should have failed. Alright. Do you hold interest in learning more about my experiment? So Toa's the one that brought Finn back, who previously absorbed Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. This child is simply amazing. So once he absorbed their DNA, he could recall their power and as many times as he wants. Thus, Gogeta's absorption was not a failure after all. Now what will you do? You've used up all your magical energy. There's no hope of you winning. Oh, so she's making the invitation, join my side. As an experimental test subject, I can make you even cuter. Whoa! What? Super Saiyan 4 Broly just came out of nowhere to end the chapter. So that's the chapter, and I have to say, like, a pretty informative one. Now we know how Pan is an honorary member of the Time Patrol, but more importantly, what can she contribute? We found the answer to that in this chapter with, if it not for Pan, Gohan would pretty much be KO'd or dead at this point. Another question that answered is, can Gohan go Super Saiyan 4 without the use of the Bloodwave amplifier? In this case, he beats Vegeta because Vegeta couldn't do that beforehand in GT, but now Gohan can. So obviously Vegeta could do the same. Now, obviously, since he's trained with Goku, so it's pretty cool that Gohan, alongside with his pops and Vegeta, can go Super Saiyan 4 at will. Also, I have to highlight again, like, the way that Rebel responded to Pan calling her cute was kind of interesting. It seems like a comedic gag, but the thing about this, we're actually getting more insight as to these demons' personalities, which could be huge going forward. That's the stuff I want to get more of. We get more stuff into a personality. We care about these characters even more, to the point where even in the previous arc, like in the prequel where we got Toa trying to restrain Super Saiyan 4 Broly, she could have ran away. I said this multiple times. She could have ran away. She chose to stay behind and actually try and restrain Broly, even though it was a suicide mission. So it's stuff like that. Even though that loyalty could be questioned, considering who they're following and how shady they are in terms of Demigra and Mechikabura. I appreciate how Pam was already onto Demigra. Like, she doesn't trust him at all with the Dragon Balls. And Trunks also has to kind of take a back seat as well. Trunks' sword actually has to suppress the barriers that Gohan, Goten, Vegeta and Goku are going in. By the way, I'm curious which gate Goku went in and who he's facing as well. Because obviously we end the chapter with Shamel up against Toa and Finn, and now we've got Super Saiyan 4 Broly in the mix. I noticed something about Goku's outfit. This is where they get the detective gear, so that's pretty cool. It is pretty cool we're getting Goten and Deborah, so that could be pretty cool for Goten, since I think out of out of the group, he's gotten the least amount of shine. So yeah, this would be kind of cool for him. But then again, if not for Pan, then Gohan would have been dealt with by Shroom. So the power of these demon gods are no joke. The fact that Shroom is kind of questioning, he doesn't get why Pan and Gohan are having so much affection for one another. He doesn't understand that. So I find that very informative, because it's kind of like the inner turmoil within them. They don't know why their enemies are acting this way, but I think they're going to get the meaning of it when it comes for their own sake later down the road. Otherwise, why have these characters think this way? It's just an interesting tidbit that they added into the manga, which I appreciate. But also, I think it's very interesting. We're kind of seeing what happens with Trunks' sword, because in episode 20, where we get, I guess, the finale to the return with the ending to the Demon Realm arc with Trunks and his sword. Now we kind of know what's going on. He's using it to suppress demonic barriers, so that's kind of interesting. Obviously, for me, the most high part of the chapter is obviously seeing Toa again, but obviously with Finn now. I also like to point out it's interesting that Pan can't go back to her own timeline anymore, because it's no longer there. When I saw the chapter, when I reacted to the chapter, it kind of looked like Broly came out of Shabelle. But no, he just darted straight past him, and it looks like he's going to fight Finn, which could be pretty cool. Considering he has, I guess it makes sense, considering he has part of Goku in him, with obviously Gogeta being fused. Also, I have to ask, since Toa's pretty confident that this form of Finn wasn't a complete failure, but I have to ask, considering the fact that it was powered up by a fusion, can they defuse, kind of similar to what happened with Boo? Because I could defuse his power and could put Finn in a world of trouble. Super Saiyan 4 Broly is back, and look out, Finn and Toa. But I kind of want to see what Toa's going to do here. So, real good, we got some more insight into Ribero's personality. And like I said, for me personally, the most interesting fight is Dabura versus Goten. That could be very good for Goten going forward. I guess we're going to find out what happens with Super Saiyan 4 Broly on the loose yet again. Dark Super Saiyan 4 Broly, because he's 100 times stronger now. Obviously, we know he's going to get stronger much later down the road. I thought it was a decent chapter to get back into. It's a setup chapter for the final fight of the arc coming soon. So I can't wait to see that. Also, I'm invested in these characters like Toa, like Ribero. Let me know what you guys think down below. That's going to do it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you did, a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Subscribe to have more Super Dragon Ball Heroes and Dragon Ball content. Catch you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye.